not good karma, you know?
I
That's
wonder-
what I was thinking at the time. I was two tables away from Trump, and I'm looking, I'm like, man, this is too much.
Some crazy misogynist engineered The View, because there's nothing worse than The View. In terms of like, there are so many brilliant women out there. None of them are on The View.
People want us divided, and they aren't just here in this country. They're foreign adversaries who are infiltrating our social media because it is prudent for us to stay that way.
You're seeing this, not just waste. You could call it waste, but it's deeper. It's deeper than waste. It's corruption. And you're seeing that corruption get weeded out. I am hoping that this is successful and that it yields a benefit to the American people, to the working class people, to everybody, where they recognize, like, hey, we can't just be spending all our tax money on nonsense.
The downfall of The View is unfolding right before our eyes. This isn't just a minor setback, it's a full-blown reckoning. With over 30 defamation lawsuits piling up, the once dominant talk show is gasping for air. After years of taking shots at public figures, it seems the tables have finally turned, and now The View is stuck in its own web of controversy. At first, The View brushed off the backlash.
I have no problem with people, performing. Carrie Underwood performed and said, listen, it's not political for me. I love my country.
I appreciate that people are having a hard time. Me too.
Yeah.
I work for a living. If I had all the money in the world, I would not be here.
With the hosts acting like it was just another storm they could weather. But this time, the stakes were too high. The lawsuits weren't just empty threats, they were serious. And ABC's legal team knew the danger they were in. Defamation cases are tough to win, but when blatant falsehoods come into play, the financial risks skyrocket. The network started bleeding money, forcing ABC executives to make a tough call.
Words matter, and mine are no exception. I regret my comments, as I said, and I stand corrected. And as we speak, the world's richest man, Elon Musk, has full access to the U.S. Treasury federal payment system, and Democrats are ringing the alarm bell.
Elon Musk invested, almost $300 million that we know of on the Donald Trump campaign. Yesterday, Senator Klobuchar made a joke. She said, what's the difference between Donald Trump and Greenland? Greenland isn't for sale.
Keep The View running and risk massive legal settlements, or pull the plug and cut their losses. In the end, they chose the latter. This wasn't just a brief hiatus, it was an indefinite suspension. ABC released a vague statement about reassessing the show's direction and addressing concerns, but insiders say they were well aware of the damage done. Meanwhile, Whoopi was livid, blaming cancel culture, and even accusing her own political allies of turning against her. For years, Whoopi Goldberg and her co-hosts have built their brand on bold claims without solid proof. From Donald Trump to Elon Musk, even country star Carrie Underwood, The View never seemed concerned about consequences. But here's the thing, when you start targeting people with the power and resources to fight back, it's only a matter of time before the legal battles begin. And now, that moment has arrived. The View isn't just facing a handful of legal threats, it's drowning in a wave of over 30 defamation lawsuits. As for Whoopi Goldberg, she might not be able to talk her way out of this one. Whoopi has a history of twisting facts into damaging accusations. But this time, the people she's gone after aren't backing down. They want compensation, justice, and possibly the end of Whoopi's career altogether. What started as a few warning letters has exploded into a full-scale legal war. Heavyweights like Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and even some unexpected figures are taking The View to task for reckless allegations. And at this rate, it's looking like the beginning of the end for the long-running talk show. But how did things spiral so out of control? Let's take a look at the two biggest names leading the charge, Elon Musk and Donald Trump. For years, The View has taken every opportunity to go after Elon Musk, whether it's his Twitter moves, his companies, or even his personal choices. But this time, Musk isn't letting it slide. Fresh off an $80 million lawsuit victory against Whoopi Goldberg, Musk is taking things further. He's officially launched new defamation lawsuits against The View, accusing them of spreading harmful misinformation about him and his businesses. And if there's one thing we know, it's that Musk has the money, the lawyers, and the patience to drag this battle out for as long as it takes. But here's where things heat up even more. Musk isn't the only one lawyering up. Donald Trump and his wife are now preparing to take legal action as well. It's almost ironic. The View once praised Trump back when he was just a real estate mogul and TV personality. But now, he's become their #1 target. The US president isn't letting this slide. Trump's legal team has been quietly building a case against The View for years, carefully documenting every defamatory statement made on the show. Now they're ready to take it all to court. And here's the thing, Trump's lawsuits aren't just about winning in court. If this case gains traction, Whoopi and her co-hosts will have nowhere to run. But the legal onslaught doesn't stop there. Hollywood and the music industry are also turning against The View. And when the entire entertainment world decides you're a liability, you know you're in deep trouble. Now, here's a twist no one saw coming. Carrie Underwood suing The View. That's right, Whoopi and her panel thought they could say whatever they wanted without consequences, but this time, they picked the wrong person to attack. It all started...
Country superstar Carrie Underwood has spent most of her career avoiding political talk, but she's set to perform at the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement that she's doing it because the country must come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are.
I would not be the person to say don't do it, because I believe in free speech and everything about it. I personally would not do it. No one's asked me, but that's another story.
This is the most important part. This was right after she was saying, we are run by ABC News. You should trust us, not Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons. So she by saying we should trust them because they're double checked by ABC News, and then making the stupid statement. Do you see what Whoopi Goldberg said?
What'd she say?
Whoopi Goldberg said that Biden could arrest all the Republicans and put them in jail. No one ever committed to doing it. This is like really important because they keep pretending that I lied or I did this or I did that. They never committed to doing it. Well, we went through, I've got a whole, we have all the receipts, by the way.
Of course.
I have a whole list of conversations that took place. They never said she was going to do it. So this whole idea that we over and then we over for Trump, incorrect, just not true.
When Joy Behar made wild claims about Carrie, accusing her of betraying her country simply for supporting Trump, with zero evidence to back it up, she threw out the accusation as if no one would push back. But Carrie Underwood wasn't about to let it slide. Instead of just firing back on social media like most celebrities, Carrie took it straight to the courts. Legal documents reveal she's suing The View for millions, arguing that Joy Behar's reckless statements have caused significant emotional and financial harm. Loyalty runs deep in the country music world, and any damage to an artist's reputation can have serious long-term effects. In her lawsuit, Carrie Underwood makes it clear, Joy Behar's comments weren't just reckless, they were intentionally designed to hurt her image. And in defamation cases, intent is a game changer. If Carrie can prove that The View knowingly spread false information or acted with disregard for the truth, ABC and Behar could be facing a major financial blow. But it doesn't stop there. Carrie's lawsuit has sent shockwaves through the industry. Other country artists are now calling out The View for its bias and pattern of attacking musicians they don't agree with. Some are even considering their own legal action. And if you thought that was the final nail in the coffin, think again. Because now, stepping into the fight is someone who never backs down. The View got suspended. ABC couldn't ignore the crisis any longer. With lawsuits piling up from Carrie Underwood, Joe Rogan, and a growing list of celebrities, the network had no choice but to pull the plug. And Whoopi, well, she might have just ended her own career. No. What do you guys think about The View getting shut down? Let me know in the comments.